What's up guys, it's John from Fortnite Games to bring you another video, and today I'm going to bring you another video, but this time we're playing the FIFA 16 demo, and basically this is going to be my suggestions on what to keep and what to add in FIFA 16. Is pretty much, I think the game's completed anyway, but I'm going to do pretty much what I did with WWE, and yeah, so let's get into this. So first of all, the usable screen, pretty much what they did with FIFA 15. They kept it somewhat similar, and it was very nice, and it's just quite easy to get around. So yeah, again, nice touch. Not so much the 3D effect that the WWE game had, but again, quite nice and quite simple. You know, it's very user friendly, not hard for people to get around. So yeah, you don't always have to press R1 and L1, you know, you can just use the buttons just to get along. So anyway, if you just go to kickoff mode, so as you noticed, there's actually women's division. In this demo you could only play as United States or Germany in this one, and we'll do a little quick match. So everything is pretty much the same as FIFA 15. They pretty much keep the classes. This is something I really do like what they've done with the women's division, and how they've just kept it in different sort of thing from the other FIFA games. And yeah, obviously there's still your difficulty settings, there's your stadiums, time of day, you know, that all stays the same. No, and I think there's a few more options I haven't messed about with this properly, but yeah, probably I think if there is I think something I'd like to see in FIFA is, I know you can pick what day you want to play, but say if it's like, geez, I'm doing really bad here, like a late afternoonish sort of thing. You know, it's quite sunny, and then it goes into sort of like a night, sort of dark time, coming quite dark, because obviously when you're playing the game of football, you know, it's not just going on for like an hour, you know, it's going on for an hour and, you know, so many minutes, you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe EA could put that into consideration and just think, you know what, how about you just add this in, you know what I mean? So yeah, that would be quite interesting. As we kick off again, I'm just going to carry on to the right stuff they should add. So obviously we've got the Ultimate Team, and something I seriously think they should add in the Ultimate Team is having, okay, so we've got women in FIFA now. How about having like a mixed gender sort of football team? So maybe male and female football team. So maybe there could be like a mixed gender football team, you know, in the Ultimate Team. Because obviously it would be nice for people to do something. What? I'm sorry, but that was a good goal, I reckon. Yeah, sorry, I don't really play FIFA that much, but yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, you know, maybe they should have women in, you know, just in the Ultimate Team, you know, just to make it a bit different again, you know, as there is now like a women's division. You know, I mean, I think a downfall is that at the moment there is only the sort of home teams, you know, so it's all US, Germany, England, stuff like that, but it's not every international team sort of thing. It's only like a couple of them, so maybe they can add a few more international teams. I was hoping to see like the women's version of like possibly the Barclays Premier League and stuff like that, you know, instead of just their international teams. Sort of mix it up that way. I think EA could have done that. Would be a quite nice touch as well, with possibly a bit fancy. Possibly again, like I said, with the women in the Ultimate Team, maybe they could do the same for pro clubs. I'm not really sure, I haven't followed up on EA and what they've done. really, but again, that's just another suggestion that they could possibly add. So yeah, you can also put that into consideration as well. Now, something that they did have, but it was something I would like to for them to revisit. Now, in FIFA 11, you would sort of just run around and just, you know, kick a ball into the back of the net until the game would load. I'm aware that they have the mini games now, so you could do them, but maybe like an option, so it's like, okay, you start off on the pitch, and it's like, would you like to play a mini game, and then like a yes or no, or the game waits, and then you just sort of do the mini game. So then it's optional, because not everybody likes the mini games. Some people just prefer like scoring a couple of goals in the back of the nets before, you know, the game starts. You know what I mean? Just having a bit of practice. So maybe that could go into consideration. I think more mini games. I know they change them up quite a bit, but possibly more mini games would be quite nice, because mini games is not quite a big thing just yet. I mean, I'm a big fan of the mini games personally, but I would like a few more. I didn't feel like in the previous one there were very many, so maybe they could chop and change a bit and just, you know, add a few. I do like the fact that they do make them different every year, which does help you to improve your skills on FIFA. So yeah, I do like that.
And that will peter out that attack. It's the goalkeeper's ball quite easily.
So what else could they do? I think they should have what do you call it? So obviously you've got like 5-side football, 6-side, and so on and so on and so on. Maybe, you know, if you could have options like that, so you can, you know, you can have so many players against another team, or certain players on the team, or whatever. Sort of things like that. So it's like not always 11 players on each team. Maybe they can mix it up by maybe adding more players, fewer. Again, just making the game a bit different, just to make it more interesting. I noticed, I think they added a few more rules in this game like that. I like personally the feature where, and it's been in for a while, I think, it's where you can either, I know you can have injuries on and off, but besides that you can have like rules on and off as well, you know, like offside, handball and other stuff. That is what I think they should keep, because I did notice it in this demo. So well, they've already done that, but again, it's just suggested for you guys who haven't quite played the FIFA 16 demo yet and haven't really got your hands on it. The trainer, I will say, is a really good thing that people should use if you've never had any experience in FIFA before, or you know, you used to play Pro Evolution Soccer and you think, you know what, I kind of want to move on to FIFA, you know, and the control settings, yeah, you can change it to how PES plays, but I think personally the trainer is such a good use of how it can help you adapt to the game, and you know, just what you want to do in general. It's kind of like, you know, I kind of want to learn a few things, so you know, prompt on the trainer, or just click in the analog stick and you know, this appears. So it's like, if I want to change character, I just press the L1 button. If you know, if I want to tackle, I just press circle. Sorry, square. Well, you can use circle, but yeah, it depends what you want to do.
He's gone too early and clearly offside.
Anyways, now I'm not 100% sure, and I don't think they will, but because now there's a women's international team, does that mean they're getting rid of the men's international team? I will say I hope that's not the case. Again, I'm not really quite sure on the follow-up. If you guys could let me know in the comments, or just, you know, just probably find out yourself, sort of thing like that. Or you're probably going to EA's web page, something like that. They'll probably give you like an update feed on what's going on.
Here comes the cross. Good judgment there to make that interception and clear the ball away.
So another thing I noticed is when you take a free kick, you know the white spray that they use on the pitches. Apparently, from a friend of mine, I heard that when it's sprayed on the pitch, the spray actually stays on the pitch. So yeah, I thought that was a quite a cool feature, because obviously on FIFA 15 I think it had the same, but it would disappear after. And it's kind of like, well, that's not kind of realistic, you know. What if you spray something, it's kind of there to get rid of it, or whatever you want to do. So yeah, and that's another goal. Ooh, nice one. It's another goal for the US. One around the circles. Another feature I do like is what I'll show you in a minute, or I might as well just talk about now. Is that once you score a goal, you can actually run up to the camera and celebrate, which is such a cool feature. And I really do like that. I think this is the first FIFA they've ever done it in, and it's so cool to do. You know, how you could just run up to the camera, you know, I don't know, do like a little dance with the camera, or a little taunt or whatever, and celebrate your goal, which I think is just absolutely fantastic. I really like how they've done that. Really good feature. So EA are doing a really good job when it comes to doing stuff like that, which is absolutely awesome.
That's a penalty. Well, it's just a penalty. She hasn't been booked for committing the foul.
No, I think the ref has probably got that just about
I don't think I'm going to save this.
Yeah,
Hold on,
it was a foul she committed there.
That's a terrific penalty.
Damn it. Oh well, carrying on anyway. Maybe if this person will run to the camera. Yeah, see, there we go, just there, like I was talking about earlier. Run into the camera and just a little celebration like that. And, you know, there you go. I think that's a really cool feature that EA added in, and I hope they keep in the rest of the football games. So, EA, again, keep that in consideration if you are watching or listening. So,
And in goes the cross.
with the character customization and how the campaign sort of will run out so far. So obviously you have, like, I mainly want to talk about like the sort of female division at the moment, because it's a new thing and it's so cool. So in career mode, does this mean we could possibly have a career mode with the females? You know, in the international league, does this mean we can create our own female character in the game? You know, what does this mean for FIFA in general? I reckon it's just a beginning of a new era, where FIFA is just expanding. There's something new every year, and it just continues to develop and bring out new stuff. And for me, it never fails to amaze me how FIFA just involves their game. It's just, and it does just get so much better. Oh, no way did they save their penalty. Should have gone the other way. Anyway, but yeah, you know, I would kind of like a my career mode sort of thing with like a female character or something, because you know, playing as a male character all the time is a bit boring sort of thing, and it's kind of like, okay, some people or some gamers like to play as female characters, because, you know, playing as a male character all the time can be a bit boring, and, you know, in most games we're always playing as a male character. So, well, unless if it's Tomb Raider or any other game like that. So, with manager mode as well, is it kind of like, okay, so you can manage the women's international team, manager mode, help them win the World Cup, you know? Is there an option for that in the campaign mode? I would like to see that, so maybe again that's a feature that EA could really add into their game. So after this, I will quickly show the Ultimate Team demo, which is pretty good, something I like, and something I don't know if they're going to do at the beginning of the FIFA Ultimate Team, you know, when you start out your team on the game. But we'll have to see from there and see how it just sort of pans out and see how it works really. So now I'm back with the Ultimate Team. So what I'm hoping is, so when you click onto your Ultimate Team, obviously I'm still on the FIFA 16 demo, but this is what I'm hoping will appear. You'll kind of pick your formation, but I'm hoping you'll come up with every single formation possible on what you can sort of have in that lot. And yeah, just to see how it kind of works out. To be honest, I'm really not fussed on what players I have, but I hope, you know, when you start off it will appear with this, but once you click on it you kind of pick what player you would want to start off with, obviously it being bronze players, because obviously when you play Ultimate Team you're always starting out with bronze players, and that's sort of how it works just from there. So just, I would like to see how EA would do that, but personally I hope it sort of works out that way. Again, I wouldn't mind like some of the women in this Ultimate Team, so it's like you have a couple of men and then maybe, you know, like possibly you could scroll down and then, you know, there's like the female options as well, depending on the path and the route you want to take. So yeah, come on. So I'm just going to go and complete my squad because I'm really not fussed on what players I have right now. So as you notice, once you've kind of picked all your teams, it came up with that little green bar if you didn't see it already, and it just shows you how well your attack, your midfield and defense is. Again, everything is pretty much the same when you go to customize your Ultimate Team. You know, you still have your manager and, you know, stuff like that, but the layout, it's been the same for a while, and I think it's something that's really useful, and it's always just been stuck to the same sort of situation, which I really like personally. So yeah, I reckon that's a pretty cool touch. So again, the way the male teams and the female teams play is somewhat the same, you know. It hasn't really changed much. There's always plays the same and stuff like that. So yeah, there's always that, because it always sort of works out the same anyway. Never mind that challenge, let's just kick into the game.
Well, we're underway here.
So obviously, once you start off the Ultimate Team, you notice that the team is called Draft FC. Now I think that might be the standard name for FIFA 16. I think FIFA 16 should have possibly like a football name generator on their game, possibly. So if you can't think of a decent football team name, maybe like a team name generator just to mix things up a little. So maybe see how they can sort of chop and change that and just make it a bit different. No, just from having things like the same and a bit
those kind of rebound goals, I used to love getting them because it's all about anticipation.
You know, stuff.
So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Chopping and changing and whatnot. Anyway, I want to go on to celebrations. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken here, each and every individual character has a different celebration of their own. So what I've heard is from, again, a friend of mine, is that each and every character in the game individual has their specialist taunt or celebration per character. I'd really like to see how that would work, only because obviously there's so many taunts you could do in a football match, but obviously you'll get some people just doing the same taunt where they run, sliding their knees, or shush, or whatever.
Put his hand out there, and that's now going to put his team in trouble.
A lot better.
Sorry about that.
React a bit quicker than that.
I think I don't really know. I haven't really looked much into the taunts, but I don't know if there's actual like proper optional taunts like you did in, I think it was one of the old FIFAs. I'm not too sure which one, but you would kind of pick your taunt. So do you want to do a shush or whatever it was? See, here we go, the white line here, it's still marked on the pitch. which was something I was talking about earlier, which I really liked, and hopefully that will stay there in the rest of the game, even during the second half, possibly.
This could be a chance.
Now,
Luis Suarez, very good stop here.
maybe if they haven't already, you know, once playing on the game for a while, you know, you sort of see their all the footprints and marks where the slide tackles have been on the pitch, very much like the white line. So if I was to do like a slide tackle, maybe where that happened, maybe a line might stay there from where I did like the slide tackle, maybe, you know, little features like that, and just really picking out the detail makes it more interesting. I think it really draws in the attention of the people who are really into the people who really like football and who like watching it, because most chances are they're the ones who are actually going to buy the FIFA games, you know, because football's not for everyone, but, you know, especially when you pay attention to details in a football match, you know, that's what really counts. See, now, like I said earlier about the white mark, see, now that's disappeared, and I'm quite annoyed about that, because it wouldn't just disappear like that, you know, and it's kind of like,
Luis Suarez.
okay, so what, you just have enough time to
He might be
over patch and
Luis
put the
Suarez.
grass or just
He's kept
wall
it
it
out.
over
Goes for
or
goal.
something or whatever, but, you know, maybe it sort of just wears out a bit for every time you stand on the line or something, you know, but I'm a bit gutted about that it's not really stayed there and it's only been there for the once, but I'm kind of glad I got to show you that anyway. Wow, that was close. So yeah, maybe they could do something like that, you know, just make it a bit different, spice it up a bit, you know. So anyways, if there's anything else you would like to say or probably see in EA's next FIFA game, which obviously being FIFA 16, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, you know, just, you know, subscribe, you know, because that helps, and because again, you know, it really helps us support our channel. So yeah, anyway guys, if you have any more suggestions on what FIFA games should need that EA could add in, leave a comment in the comment section below. You know, just say about your feelings, you know, what do you think this game really needs? You know, I mean, because obviously it's still got the instant replay, it's still got the match facts, you know, it's still got the man of the match and stuff like that. So guys, let me know what you think by leaving a comment. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been Jonathan from Fornax Games, and you know, again, I don't play FIFA a lot. I've only played it since FIFA 11. So yeah, that was probably about 5 years ago. Probably more, probably few. Who knows? Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And see you.